Hi guys, my name is Sofiia. I'm the CEO of Claid AI, and we're a generative AI company that does product photography. We started 5 years ago with first technology to improve photo quality, and been building computer vision tools since then. Visuals are the key components for conversions, for the way how we sell. So today I'm going to show you, I don't have slides, and I will show you a quick demo of all the tools that we have that you can start using in your work, like even today. Okay, so as I said, we started 5 years ago, and we started with the photo editing suite. So we noticed two cases that for marketers, sometimes you just don't have visuals that are looking good, that are good enough. So today I will show you how to fix the originals that you might have, or maybe that's the only thing that you have, with a bunch of tools that can resize photos, fix colors, fix lights, fix quality, and then we will move to how to create new visuals. So I will show some extreme case, because we noticed that sometimes marketers just needs to work with what they have. Sometimes images are blurry, looking dull, looking ugly. So we've all been there. So we have a suite of tools that can fix it, and we can combine them in different workflows to get the result. The first one, we start with quality enhancement. We have different networks that can basically fix quality of image. We usually recommend to combine it with decompress, because if the image is something that you just downloaded from Instagram or from WhatsApp, all those images been compressed, so they lost quality. And we try to recover that. We have different networks. Smart Enhancement is usually like default option, but if you have images with text, use Smart Resize, because all this teeny tiny text needs to be recovered in a little bit different way. So first we will try to recover image. Then we can resize it. We can just improve the quality just to X, or if we have specific requirements that the image needs to be like, I don't know, 4,000 pixel wide, we can specify it here that we want it to be 4,000 pixel wide. A lot of images lack light or are not looking very attractive, so we have a separate AI that fixes light and analyzes where the light needs to be recovered. You can also adjust it a little bit, like add a little bit of contrast, add a little bit of saturation, something similar that what you would normally do in Photoshop. It's not AI, it's very basic algorithm, but it kind of completes AI in a very nice way. Also we have the possibility to remove backgrounds. In this image, we don't need to remove backgrounds, but if you have like a product image, you can remove background and it will just place it on white. Then you can start working from then later. And if you have a product image, we have a possibility to specify that, like, I want 10% of white space around my product, so my product takes like the max of the canvas. We can do that as well. And let's click Start Processing. Okay, perfect. So if we zoom in, we can see that the image got much, much, much better. It's lighter. Colors got adjusted a little bit. We are not trying to get like crazy bright colors out of that, trying to keep this original, but like that's something that we can use and work and use in our work. If you want to automate this, we also have an API. Some customers, larger e-commerce customers, use it at scale. So this is actually just the copy of the request. So we actually every month we automate 4 or 5 million images. We added 4 or 5 million images. So if you have a large batch, you can copy all the settings and automate them, and it will be done very, very fast. It's usually like a few seconds per image. So that's how the editing works. I encourage you to play with your images, but the main goal is to get like nice quality result that we can work with and we can take further. So let's move to the next part. So this year was the year of generative AI, and we actually started working on generative AI last year when the Dolly was launched. We were playing with it a lot, but like we were not seeing a very nice, good case. But we found the problem that even when we have like bright, cool images on white, we still need to do marketing content all the time. Like same products needs to be launched for ads, for campaigns. So shooting is super expensive. It takes time. So that's what we actually tried to solve here. So we always start with the first step. When we upload the product, if you have transparent PNGs, that's the best. We need a transparent background to start with. That's our entry point. And then we can start and move the product around the canvas. Typically, we recommend that the product takes at least 50% of the space. So it's visible, it's right in the center, and you can take it from there. And we have multiple ways how you can create new content for your product. So the first one is freeform or custom or prompt only. You've probably seen it if you played with Midjourney or Dolly. That's literally describing the background with words. Generative AI evolves really fast, but like that's the skill that all of us we need to acquire is prompting. We need to be able to talk to these systems to get the result that we need. The magic formula for describing the backgrounds and like getting good consistent result is product, action, placements, surroundings. So in my multiple hours of testing, the best formula that I found is describing the product, and something like professional photo of a product. You don't need to name the product. Like, AI understands that this layer that you uploaded is the product. The professional photo of a product or an object. And then you need to specify what it's doing: standing, lying, on, off, add some action. Let's say we have honey jar, sending, and then I can imagine the picture that I would like to get. Let's say standing on a rock. If it's honey, maybe I want some flowers, like white flowers around sunshine. You can also describe something like bouquet, close-up shot. Like bouquet actually creates like this beautiful depths that we love. It's like try to imitate the DSLR camera effect. But yeah, the more concrete you are, the better you will get the results. But actually, in my test, some abstract combinations like a product standing in the Halloween theme was working pretty well, because like definitely I mix up stuff. But like if you want something abstract or something like party theme or Halloween theme or Christmas theme, you will get this. There is a lot of context. So if you all the images are different, they are never the same. You will never get the same image with the same prompt. They will be similar, but like we usually generate like 4 results. So you can choose from. If you are not happy, you can generate once again. In this custom mode, I usually recommend to generate like at least a few times, so you will get enough results to choose from. When you get the result that you like, you can resize it to the sizes that you need. Let's say it's Instagram story, and you can reuse the same image for different formats. Because like we've noticed that people spend a lot of time prompting and playing, and then they were like, oh, but like I would like this image in all the ratios because I really, really like this shadow or really like this part. If you're not happy, we can always regenerate again, and we will get the result that we would like to get. It's always a little bit different. So that's how it works in the custom format, and definitely it's all about the quality of prompting and just the number of trials. But we've got a lot of requests of what if I have some brand guidelines? What if I want the more control? What if I have like more complex scenes or complex angles? Especially if you want to generate products that like product is lying or something, it's a bit tricky for AI in this custom mode. So we started working and we launched templates that work as a guidance for our AI and allow it to generate in much more precise manner. So the templates work the way that we upload some reference image, with some details or something minimalistic. And basically AI generates new results, but like copies the shapes. So if you want the product standing on something, it will copy the shape of that scene, but like might introduce new elements or completely but the product will be standing where you placed it. We can customize our templates by prompt, and we need to take into consideration that we given the reference, but like you can add some details, and you can also add color. So that would give enough context that, hey, I want my scenes to be like light color or dark color. The only thing that colors should match something that you describe. If you describe night, don't use white color. Use something like dark blue or purple, so it makes sense to what you're trying to describe. If you have the colors that are specific to the brand, you can always upload the concrete hex code and save it. So then you can reuse it, and these colors will be in your account. Yeah, and let's click generate. Actually, I just picked some random color. I don't know if it will look nice. But yeah, let's see how it works. Okay, cool. So as you can see, we placed the product on the rock. The product is still there. There were some like jungles around that. So these jungles can be a little bit different plants, but they are still there. So we get much better result if we give a little bit more context to our AI system. Then the result is very, very consistent. Nothing else pops up there. They are not in the weird shapes. And we have a whole library here that was created by the team, minimal platforms. We have rooms, because it's very hard to generate rooms without references. We have interiors, we have rooms, and we just launched the possibility to upload your own scenes. So let's say you have a client that you need to agree on, like just approve everything. So you can use scenes like this. This is just the Shutterstock scene that you can buy copyrighted possibilities. And you can upload it here in the system. And yeah, we just cut the center of that. But then you can place your product, you have your scene as a reference, and you can specify that it would be, I don't know, light wood kitchen. So if you upload kitchen, don't expect it to be bathroom. But but you can change the design of the kitchen, colors of the kitchen, and like you can use the same scene on the same templates for many colors, many different references, and they all will be a little bit different. We're actually working on the feature that you can completely reuse the scene, and I selected this yellow color, so try to use more natural colors. They will get better, more realistic results. But yeah, we are working on the feature that you can upload the scene and we can paste the products there, just generate a little bit of shadow and a little bit of light. And in that way, you will be totally fine and totally safe, and you don't need to Photoshop stuff. It will be done automatically. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how we create new visuals for the products. And I think I can answer some questions. We do have API for photoshoot option. However, in the current version, if people want to integrate this functionality, they need to build UI around that. Because the way how it works, without digging into too much into tech details, is that you need to send coordinates of the products and the scene. So it's hard to do without UI. But yeah, we have the API, and we have the API for basically every steps that you've seen here. Everything is included. Yeah, we first launch on API, then we build UI around that. So yeah, we do have it. Regarding humans are tricky. If you try to generate, our general recommendation: do not generate humans, because they look creepy for real. Even if they have 5 fingers, they still look creepy. We are working on that. Even if you use hands and as templates, something about skin color, and I don't know, I didn't approve that too. So we didn't launch this. The only way that we know how we can consistently generate humans is if you have a product like jeans or some clothes and you need it on the human. There is a way to fine-tune a model. Like you need to feed 5, 6, 10 images of that jeans to get all the details, and then we'll be generating in humans. We are still testing this, so we are actually talking to a bunch of apparel companies. So if you work with clothes, let's talk. Like I will not be selling you something, like, but because I don't have anything. But like I would like to understand the use case better, because that's a very, very hard and interesting case simultaneously. Actually, you just described our first business case. When we started, printing was the first companies we started collaborating with, because if you print the image, definitely I've showed you extreme case, but it will look very, very low res. So printing needs it. They use our API to fix photo books, to fix something that people send them. Definitely the resolution eventually gets better. Like last iPhone is 48 megapixel. But like megapixels are not equal quality in many cases. So yeah, we do work with printing. It's spot on case. This is one of the directions that we are exploring. Currently, we work with 2D images. 3D images are easier, to be honest. Like you can do more with 3D stuff. 2D is harder. So currently we don't support that, but like that's something that we are actively exploring if we need that, because like many of our customers, they do not have 3D. So we started with 2D, but yeah, that's something that we might launch as a next step for us. Scale is a interesting problem. That's why we launched templates in the first hand. So like, because if you try to generate just with prompt, the problem that current state of visual technologies, like out of the box, AI doesn't understand like how one object relates to another. So I might generate like a cup of coffee and a plant would be tiny, a cut cup of coffee gigantic. So that's why we were like, okay, how we can give more guidance, and we launched templates. And because what you've been describing was not possible for furniture, for example. We work with furniture, and if you want a realistic room, you need to give guidance. Otherwise, it will be not realistic at all. It will be flying. It will be the sofa will take tons of space or very little space. So yeah, so that's why you need to upload it into something. So unfortunately, there is no way to detect it at scale, because even if you just use some even computer vision, like no, it doesn't understand yet. So it's a hard problem, yeah. We have it here. Like besides if you are not happy, we ask you why. We also have like a lot of user interviews and sessions. So if you guys are working with content and you have some feedback, we are happy to talk to. Might be me or somebody from our product team. Because this is new. Like a year ago, this was not existing. So it's very new. It's very, sometimes not ideal at all, but it's evolving very, very fast. So yeah, we are happy to talk and ask feedback and get feedback and yeah, and learn from each other and learn ourselves. Yes, video is highly, highly, highly requested feature. From the current tests that we had, generating video is like much, much harder than visuals. There's ways to generate multiple frames and combine them, still not perfect. Text to video has been actively developing. We've been running some tests. So I think one of the features that we are exploring as a potential next step is first something like live photos that you can save as MP4 and just use a pre-roll for your ad or something like that. Because like if you generate just with prompt, the video, like there's much more context to take into consideration. So I'm giving a video maybe another year or two before it gets something closer to being production ready or somehow ready that you can use out of the box. So definitely, everything in visual space I'm testing. So I'm pretty hardcore Midjourney user for art generation, just ideation. Like I like that it's very creative, and we are moving in a little bit different direction than what we do. Definitely, I am very excited about video generation. So I'm testing Runway, Picalabs, combining with voice generation, like 11 Labs, fun tool to play with. Capsule, my friend, it's actually one of my friend's company. They do like video generation, so they help you to cut out videos for stories, for reels. It's like this fun animator, but for personal, more like creators use case. Because the previous speaker was showing more like educational use case. That's personal, but like it's working really, really fun. So yeah, Runway, Capsule, Kria AI, it's good friends of mine. They just launched, if you've seen this trend on Twitter, generating logos from, like you upload your logos and you can generate art in the form of your logos. They launched that. It's fun. It's a fun use case to play with. So yeah.